This is the body cam of Officer Beck of the FWC in Titusville. I shortened it a lot. If you want to see the full video, I will have a link in the description below, but this is just the body cam and I've only taken out the sections about what he said and what this video is all about. So let's get into it.
Yeah, no, of course, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm live now with the camera.
Hey, at least you're not the same guy I dealt with the last time.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys respect my right. Obviously, not reaching for a gun. I'm going to pull out the fishing license because I'm lawfully authorized by law.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to show you my fishing gear.
No, that's cool, man. You take a breath. Let's just.
Nah, dude, these guys unlawfully arrested me. They trespassed me from doing the same thing I'm doing.
Okay.
So yes, I'm gonna redress my government towards you, Sergeant Anderson. You're a piece of shit.
Hey. Okay, so you're going for crabs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I just
That's
want.
it. That's the end of
that.
it.
Dude, you're wearing body armor, an AR, six magazines, and a pistol.
I've had ARs pointed at me by the police department.
Okay, so you're saying you're wearing that because you
of
want,
them, not because of people.
So you're afraid of cops shooting you?
Yes.
Okay. That's a different reason than why you're out here fishing open carrying.
Well,
I'm trying to understand your
out here open
bigger
carrying
picture
in a t-shirt, baggies, and sandals like I am.
Yeah.
Baggies, sandals, t-shirt.
Yeah.
The reason I put this on is because in Cocoa Beach, they decided to point an AR-15 at me, and then the cop lied about it. He lied. He lied to me directly to my face, and when I got the body cams, guess what? Boom.
Okay,
it was pointed directly at me. And so, yes, I'm going to wear body armor to protect myself from people that don't know the law.
Relax.
Do whatever you got to do. You can see the dates on it, all the stuff, all that good stuff, dude. I'm valid. There's no doubt that I'm out here doing something lawful.
And name and date of birth.
I don't have warrants. Every time I go out and do this, because I found out that Titusville put a warrant out on me for wiretapping. They put out a warrant on me for wiretapping, and then they ended up dropping the charges. But do you know what happened to me?
First
during
name,
that
it's going to be Michael David Taylor.
They put me
first
on,
name,
they
Mike,
cotton swabbed
India,
me,
Charlie,
so now I'm
Hotel,
on a fucking registry
Alpha,
for the rest
Echo,
of my life.
Lima.
The rest of
Middle
my
initial
life,
David,
the FBI will have my
last
DNA.
name Taylor is going to be
because
Tango,
they
Alpha,
didn't
Yankee,
know the law.
Lima, Oscar, Romeo. Date of birth is
So why don't we just leave
7/21
Mike alone?
of 1979. Bravo, Mike.
Leave me alone. Just say bye. Bye.
But do you understand in the sense that...
Leave me alone!
I'm sorry, you guys have...
It's okay, it's...
We're used to it.
Yeah, one man's opinion. I think the only thing we could possibly get him is not tending to his line. But
right
that's an infraction.
And he's right next to it, so are you... What would constitute not tending to your line?
Yeah.
What would constitute not tending to your line?
Yeah.
What would constitute not tending to your line?
Yeah.
He was over here, but if you get struggle away for whatever reason, that's really...
Alright, I'm gonna stop recording. Hey, brother, hey. Because right now we could cite you for not actively tending to your fishing gear.
Right there.
I'm sorry.
You know, I came out here to get an incident report number. They don't want to give it to me.
They said call the department and they'll give it to you.
They should be able to.
There's a license bar, you have to tend the line.
Do you want us to write you a citation for not tending your fishing equipment or not?
My fishing gear is not going anywhere.
You're not tending to it, which is a violation.
That's not.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on, everybody? Soliaker here, and we're going to be talking about Officer Beck and Officer Snyder. And as you heard, he was threatening me with some kind of citation or some kind of something about not tending my gear, right? We're going to go over the definition of tend or tending, right? And let's see here. It says it's a verb, just to get it out there. It could be tend, tended, tending, or tends. To exhibit an inclination or tendency. Conduce tends to be optimistic, right? And that's not really what we're looking at. Not intransitive. The intransitive verb is going to be to exhibit an inclination or tendency. Not me, that's tendency. I've got to be tending. So, intransit verb. To pay attention. And I'm guessing this is the one that FWC is referring to, because that's really the only one that really applies to fishing. Like, or if I have to pay attention, I have to tend or tending to my fishing gear. I have to pay attention to it. If I'm still in the park of where I'm fishing, how am I not tending to my fishing gear? Just because I'm not standing in front of it? Just because I'm not holding the line? Just because I'm not? Or is it just because everybody was so butthurt and I wasn't bowing down or trying not to bow down to your garbage and nonsense? Yeah, that's where that's where this is an issue. So, that being said, after I went through all this, I made probably about 25 phone calls to FWC regional offices in Tallahassee, Brevard, Palm Beach, and I called Tampa, and I basically got to run around the whole time. And all I kept saying is, what statute, what law is this? Well, I finally got a hold of somebody after, and even me doing my own research, and I came across, I'm not going to talk about everything that's in it. I will kind of say what some of these were, but they have, none of these have anything to do with tending my fishing gear. Has nothing to do with it. So there's nothing in any of these laws that say that I have to stand in front of my fishing gear. If you're saying tending, all I have to do is be near my fishing gear in some kind of fashion. I can walk away. I can enjoy the park, right? The problem was the gun. They never say anything to anybody else except for the guy with the gun. They, as you see in the original video, they walked right past the guy that was fishing. Did they ask for his fishing license? Did they give him the third? No. So why? It's because of the gun. I got it. But anyway, 68B-4, gear specifications and prohibited gear. Okay? Nothing in here says anything. It says gear definitions, statewide sign tending and marketing requirements. And when I say sign, it's SEINE. Has nothing to do with me. I'm not lassoing fish or nothing. This has everything to do with fish. Most everything in this chapter has something to do with fish. But then we go to the blue crab regulations, and it says purpose and intent. Definitions, minimum size limits. Minimum size limits are going to be for those that are commercially selling their crabs, not commercially selling them. In the state of Florida, if you are not you cannot, from what I understand, you cannot sell crabs, but you can go harvest them yourselves and you can catch small ones for bait. I've done it numerous times. But anyway, that has nothing to do with me because I didn't catch a crab. Regulations and prohibition of certain harvesting gear. None of the gear that I have is in this. Once again, none of what they're saying in here says that I have to stand in front of my fishing gear and tend to it to a point that makes them happy. I'm going to call you out on it. Anybody, I'll give you where you can find a lot of this information. If somebody, anybody, even if you're watching FWC, send me something that states that how far away I can, like, there's nothing in the statute. So I drop my fishing gear, and long as I'm in that same park where my fishing gear is, I'm allowed to do that. Now, if I take my fishing gear and throw it in the water and leave, and let's say I go to the 7-Eleven 2 miles down the road and come back, and nobody's been watching my fishing gear, guess what? I wasn't tending my fishing gear. That sounds logical and reasonable to me. But if not, leave your comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about this. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. If you need to redress your grievances, information will be in the description below. I will have all the stuff that I will have all this stuff for you. And if you want to go through it at your leisure, so be it. I spent over 2 hours doing this just that I can make this video make sense. So I'm out of here. Soliaker. Deuces.